Now, for further analysis, joining us from Manchester is Latin American analyst Colin Harding. Thank you very much for joining us, Colin. So, some experts arguing that Trump is heading to war with Venezuela already, and they've made comparisons with the US invasion of Iraq 20 years ago. Do you believe that?
Well, certainly some members of the US Congress think that the blockade that he's now announced, the naval blockade on sanctioned oil tankers, is an act of war. And I believe that some members of Congress are going to put forward a motion tomorrow to urging the Trump government to back off and to stop its hostility towards Venezuela. But I don't think that's going to happen. But it's interesting that Trump has now switched from drugs as being the justification for the hostility towards Venezuela to the supposed theft of American assets that the Venezuelan government has carried out. And this is a reference back to the previous government of President Hugo Chavez, Maduro's predecessor, who changed the nature of oil contracts back in 2005 from joint ventures to majority control by the Venezuelan state. And some foreign companies accepted this, but some American companies, particularly ExxonMobil and ConocoPhillips, did not. And there's been disputes over compensation going on ever since. And this appears to be the reference that Trump was making when he talked about the theft of oil, of American assets.
And Colin, I want to get your views on this, that Venezuela's state-run oil firm have come out today and said that oil exports are normal today, albeit this was also about a cyber attack that they had experienced in the last day. But what do you make of them saying that? And is disruption going forward a certainty?
Well, I think it's very unlikely that oil exports are going ahead normally because tankers are not leaving Venezuelan waters. The state oil company, which is known as PDVSA, PDVSA, is not really producing very much oil anymore. Venezuela is now producing about 1 million barrels a day, which is less than a third of what they used to produce. So they're not in a good position. They are certainly loading oil at the oil terminal called Jose. This is mainly oil from the Orinoco heavy oil tar belt in eastern Venezuela. But how they're going to get this to their customers is very difficult to know.
OK, well, we will follow this closely. Latin America analyst Colin Harding, we appreciate your time and your expertise. Thank you.